Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Meridy here with Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and I am here today to unbox our October 2025 Shoot for the Stars Limitless and Essentials kit, and all of our exclusive embellishments this month that are new, and a new stamp set, and all the awesome things. I will start with the Limitless kit. I'm going to start with the papers of the Limitless kit, and the first paper that we're using is this Reminisce Boys to Men paper number 1, and it's wood grain on the front and just tone on tone like a gray implied texture on the back. And I'm going to put it this way so you can see the little wood grain. Okay, the next paper is by Reminisce again. It's from the Dots and Lines line. It's called Dots and Lines paper number 3, and it's got these wavy lines on one side and dots on the other in this like orangish red color. This month's kit is going to progressively get brighter and brighter, as you're going to see as I pull out more and more papers. Okay, the next paper is from 49 and Market. It's Botanical Buzz line, and this paper is called Solids number 3, and it's this green like watercolory look on one side, and just this green just slightly like linen texture kind of on the B side, but I'm going to keep this awesome texture side up. Okay, the next paper we have is another 49 in Market paper from Botanical Buzz line, and this one is Solids number 2, and it's this yellow paper. It looks kind of like I don't know, like a plaster wall kind of. It's yellow and white, and the back is the same linen-y implied texture, but we're going to keep this side showing. Next we have a paper from Echo Park Chickens line, and this one is called Flocked Floral. So it's this green tone-on-tone floral on the back, but it's this awesome one on the front, and I think it picks up the colors very nicely of everything we've got so far. Now we're going to start getting into some brighter papers. This next one is from Simple Stories from the Father's Day line, and this one is called Our Hero, and it's this gingham with all kinds of bright colors on this side, and you can see it really matches well. And then it's this argyle, tone-on-tone blue argyle, which also matches so amazing. I'm going to leave this side up just so it's not so much pattern that I'm leaving showing. Next we have from Simple Stories Simple Vintage Autumn Breeze. This is the new one. This paper is called Garnet Gingham, and it's white and garnet gingham on one side and just garnet on the other side. So I'll leave this gingham side facing up. Next we have a paper from the Echo Park Vroom collection, and this one is called Superstar, and it's tone-on-tone little like ribbons, I think, like first place ribbons on one side, but it's stars, because this kit is called Shoot for the Stars, which you'll see why as we get further. But it's all these different color stars on the other side, and again, all the colors are matching, like this paper and this paper, even though they're not even from the same company, they just go so well together. The colors are perfect. Next we have a paper from Photoplay from the Wingman line, and it's called House of Cards, and it's got the 4 suits of cards on one side and just this like green, like almost like an Art Deco type really fine pattern in there. I'm gonna leave, I really want to leave this side up, but so we can easily see other pieces. No, you know what, I am gonna leave this side up. I'm just gonna tuck it in here. Next, we have a sticker sheet from the Simple Stories Book Fair line, and this is also where some of these bright colors come in. So this sticker sheet brings in a bunch of bright colors, but it also matches with every single paper in here, even though they might not seem like they're bright and matching to this at first glance. They look great. It looks great with all of the papers in here. So that sticker sheet is included, and then we have some fun things. This is from the new Legendary line by Paige Evans from Pink Fresh. Of course, we had to get some of this line going in here. As you may know, none of these papers from this Legendary collection were sold as a single 12 by 12 piece of paper. So that's why I loved this Legendary collection by Paige Evans. It was her masculine line, but it was impossible to just buy a couple of sheets of paper from it. You had to buy the whole collection in a pack, and we didn't want to put a whole collection as our whole kit. So I kind of had to use this Legendary as my inspiration to pick everything for this kit. So yeah, this is the bright blue alphabet that comes with that kit, and I'm gonna set it right there. It's 2 pages. You get lots of letters, 214 pieces. Next, we have another item from the Legendary line, and it's gonna be the chipboard stickers. There are 34 pieces in this, again by Paige Evans, Pink Fresh and Paige Evans, part of the Legendary line. And now you'll see how I picked a lot of these papers, because these like a little bit more muted colors are in like all of these papers that we've picked. So these really are pulling this whole kit together so nicely, even the black here. So these are really cool daily highlights, unfiltered and unstoppable. Every day holds a little wonder, little joys, big moments, the little things matter most, worth a view, snaps or scroll, snap, share, eyes open, heart wide, world ready, the beauty of the familiar, together on the record, and next level content, and a little Stanley cup there. And then there's a whole nother page. Everyday magic is real. Wish I could replay this moment as seen on my feed. Unscripted days, friends, for your page vibes. Another page in the story, post, like, repeat, trending, and the rhythm of a good day. So I will just leave these. I'm running out of space here. I don't want to cover everything up. I'll leave these like this. And then you can see how the colors are all combining across this whole kit. Next, we have an embellishment pack from the Echo Park, and summer pack from the Echo Park Vroom line. And there are 34 die cuts in this pack. And these are a little bit of a race car theme. So I'll go through these. It's the die cuts. And it says, you make my heart race, and this pops out to make a frame. So there's all kinds of good pieces that you can use here. And there is a race vibe with them, but not every single piece screams race car. Like this says, adventure awaits, little stop sign, good times, fun, you fill my heart with laughter, you are my happy place, messy hair, sparkly eyes, endless joy, so much fun packaged into a small package, a few little tabs here, little hands, big dreams, a couple little race cars there with the race car vibe going, little man, big heart, and that punches out like a frame here. So you got the frame and then that. Adventure awaits, another little star, let's play all day, ready, set, go. Let the adventure begin, dream, just living one adventure after another, wild and free just like me. Another little race car, a little journaling spot, coolest kid ever, play, dream, explore, learn, create, ready, set, go, and you're such a cool kid. And again, this is in a frame. So as you can see, these are race car themed, but not heavily themed. Like there's all kinds. And these colors match, of course, across the board with all of these things. Okay, a couple more pieces in this month's kit. You are going to have a bag of 30 little mini wooden stars. There's 30 pieces in there. They're just randomly sizes in there. And then you're gonna have a bag of 10 of these stars. These are little star patches. And you get 5 colors. There's 2 of each color. So you've got some maroon, some gold, a little bit of this like peachy color, which also matches really well with these stickers, some bright green, and some light blue. So these colors, again, I tried to pull colors out of this Legendary collection when I was picking the colors of these stars, and I think that they look really nice together. Okay guys, so this is the entire Limitless kit. And you've got 9 papers and 6 packs of embellishments there. And let me put these up and I'll show you what is included in the essentials kit. Alrighty guys, so the essentials kit, I am happy to say we were able to include the 6x8 paper pad from the Legendary line by Paige Evans, because I really did love all of this paper and we were really sad that we could not get single 12x12 sheets of it. We could only get it in the whole collection. So giving you the 6x8 paper pad, I think, is the next best thing. And these patterns are just shrunk down a little from the big paper pad, but look, like these papers match this, the 12x12 papers so well in this paper pad. I'm just showing you the front and back of all the papers. Oh, this is so cute. The little, oh, these are little badges. These would look great with our stamp set from last month, our badge stamp set. If you picked that up. I know that there's still some left in the store if you didn't pick it up yet. The little stores. These look like little cell phones, like smartphones. So the pattern starts over. There's 2 of each sheet in here. So you'll get this 6x8 paper pad in the essentials kit. You will also get the Legendary cardstock stickers. There's 46 pieces in this, and I will take them out. Okay, all these great stickers. There's 2 whole sheets, and I'm just leaving the papers out so you could see how they match with it. Epic content, love this so much. Real life, real time, well spent days, just hit record, little details. Like, this is all great for scrapbooking everyday life. All of these things. Chill now and win later. Greatness takes time. Okay, and then the last piece that you will be getting in the essentials kit is the Simple Stories Book Fair foam sticker pack, and I'm gonna open that up so I can show you both sides. So it's the book fair. These are like school themed, keep dreaming, good job reading, I love school supplies, due date, work hard, homework, book fair #1. Oh, first day, teacher. The back side says school days terrific, you're doing great, learning fantastic, best friends, every day is a fresh start, back to school, school rules, books. And again, I think the colors just complement each other so well between these. Even though they're totally different lines, I think we're gonna be able to make beautiful, beautiful pages this month. So those 3 items are in the essentials kit this month. Okay, if you are a subscriber, if you subscribe to either the Limitless kit, essentials kit, or paper add-on, then you're going to get our little subscriber freebie this month, which is a little pack of mini bags. Let me show you what you've got in here. And envelopes. You're going to get 4 little glassine bags and 4 little craft envelopes. And you can put ephemera and goodies into these and embellish them up so cute. And since this kit is so good for everyday life type of photos, there can be all kinds of different ephemera you can put in here. Ticket stubs or receipts or business cards, or, you know, all kinds of different ephemera that you just pick up in everyday life. So that's going to be the subscriber freebie this month that you'll get if you subscribe to any of our kits. And next, I think I'm going to show you some of our exclusive embellishments, such as our sequin mix, our pearl mix, our acrylic cuts, and our paper cuts. Okay, these are the new paper cuts that we have available in the store this month. We're going to start out with my favorite, which is this hoodie. I think it's so dang adorable. And my kids are constantly wearing hoodies, my teenagers. Even though we live in the 110-degree desert, they still wear hoodies a lot. And then this interlinking stars is really cool. I just love how the stars are like all interlinked with each other. Makes me want to back each star in a different color. And I think that's probably how I'll use that one. Next, we have this car. It kind of looks like an 80s car to me. I really like it. It looks kind of retro. So that is very cool. It would be great to use for getting a driver's license or a new car, or if you have a older vintage looking car. I think that would be awesome for those kind of layouts. And finally, I have these little frames that say first day. It comes in a set. They say first day and last day, like of school. So first day and last day. So those are the cardstock cuts that are new to the store this month. And now I'll get out the acrylics that are new this month. So our first acrylic cut is a 4-piece cut, and it's these little like flames, like almost like race car flames, because there's a few race car embellishments in this month's kit. So they're kind of like race car flames. I'll just set them up here. They're so cute. And next we have some tennis shoes. So you can get, they just come as a single one in one pack. So you'll either pick the blue or the green color. Okay. Next we have this Oh Happy Day. And you just pick one color. We have a yellow version and a blue version and a green version, and they just say Oh Happy Day. And then we have this another 4-pack, and it's kind of school, like school related. There's a paint palette and a paintbrush and a little neuron and a little pencil. So those all 4 come together as one set. Then we did a few other things. Paula found a bunch of acrylic that she forgot that she had, and you know that we love Disney here and Not Just for Boys. So she decided to cut some Disney castles because those are kind of pretty good for year round. And this kit is pretty bright. You could probably use this kit to scrapbook some Disney layouts. So the first one is clear and it has little silver stars. And the next one is clear with little gold stars. And then the last one is black with like glitter, gold glitter in it throughout it. So we thought that you could, because this kit has some pretty bright colors. So if you're scrapbooking Disney with it, you have that option. And then we have a little Halloween trio that says Boo and a little ghost and a little pumpkin. So cute. We don't have a lot of Halloween options of things this month, just a few custom embellishments that are Halloween themed. So the Boo, the ghost, and the pumpkin is a little trio. And then this whole little set comes together. It says Hocus Pocus. Let me lay it out for you here. Hocus Pocus. And then it comes with 4 little stars. And this really well matches if you are working your way through our Hearts and Flowers classes. This month's Hearts and Flowers class, I used Halloween supplies, and if you have those supplies, which I'll show you in a minute, this really matches them really well. So that's where that inspiration came from. But these are our acrylics that we have this month, and as you may know, once they sell out, we also don't restock. We don't usually restock the acrylics. Paula works really hard on them, and they take a while to make, and she makes as many as she can every month. And sometimes they sell out really, really fast, faster than we can imagine, and then other times they're there for a while. So, and there's no way for us to tell. So once they sell out, unfortunately, they're gone. But for now, at opening night, those will all be available. And then let me show you the sequin and flatback pearl mixes for this month. I'm gonna pull my paper back out to show you those so you can see them with the paper, and then I'll also do my mixed media so I can show you that with the paper in the background so you can see how it all coordinates really well. So let me grab my paper first. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the papers this month, and the acrylic pearl, or the flatback pearl mix that we have. It's also called Shoot for the Stars. I really took a hint from all of the yellows, blues, and greens. Like, I didn't include any of the oranges in there. I took a hint from all the yellows, blues, and greens in this kit to make this mix. That one. It also matches well with the 6x8 paper pack that comes in the Essentials kit. Let me grab that and show you that too, because we really planned this whole month's kit around these colors. So they look really great with that as well. And then our sequin mix is also greens and blues and a little bit of browns. I didn't put any oranges or reds in there, but they have these little tiny checkerboard hearts. They're shaped like hearts, those little checkerboard pieces. So those are so cute. Let me get these back in here. And of course they go well with all the paper colors and with these Paige Evans Legendary. Like, I love how it looks with this paper collection. Okay, so that's our sequin mix and our pearl mix. We do still have in the store some of our Halloween sequin mixes. If you did not pick one up last year, they are from last year. If you did not pick one up last year, you might want to check those out. They will be listed under the Halloween tab. And they are really cute too. And I didn't make a new Halloween mix this year because we still have some from last year. So let me see. I think next we will do mixed media and color swatches. So let me grab all of those things. Before I show you all the mixed media and do my color swatch, I just want to kind of say something. I was scrapbooking with my friend Jane and some other friends, and Jane was showing me how after she gets her Not Just for Boys kits, she writes down a list of all of the mixed media that I show on my unboxing video, and she just writes it down and sticks it in with her kit because, you know, not only 6 colors fit on our little color swatch, color palette thing. So when I saw that she wrote it all down, I thought maybe I could make a graphic and share it digitally with everyone to kind of keep, you can print this out and keep it in with your kit and help plan your kit. So let me kind of go over the graphic that I made. I made one for last month and I shared it about halfway through the month on our Facebook page and on our newsletter. But this month you can download this from our Facebook group. That's where I can share it easily, is in our Facebook group. So if you aren't part of our Facebook group, you might want to do that so you can download this kit planner. So what I do on the kit planner is it has, of course, the title of the kit, the list of all the mixed media that I'm going to show you right now, so you don't have to worry about writing that down. Additional coordinating items that match this kit, such as like the new stamp sets or acrylic cuts, Nuvo drops and stickles. I did not write down all the colors of Nuvo that I'm going to show you because it's very frustrating that you can't purchase them all anymore. They're just kind of, if you have them in your stash, pull them, and if you don't have them, you can't get them. I think we have 4 colors this month that we were able to get that are listed on the website, but I think they're phasing those out or something because every month they have less and less and less available for us to purchase. I have a checklist here that you can fill out as you choose your photos for the kit, as you print your photos for the kit, as you plan your layouts, as you create your layouts, as you add to the journaling and put them into the albums. So there's a little checklist for you. I gave you a list of little photo prompts that I think would look good with this kit, such as school days, social media, teenage life, theme park, outdoor play, or day in the life. And then right here is a QR code that if you scan it, you can see the playlist to all of my videos. Of course, right now when this is airing, this is the only video in that playlist. I haven't made all my videos, but by the end of October, there will be all of my process videos in this playlist for you and my Style Your Scraps video. And then a little section here that you can add notes. And then the next 3 pages are all identical. It's just, there's 12 boxes, 12 by 12. So if you need to, you can sketch to scale, like ideas, sketch ideas that you have for making layouts with this kit. And there's just 3 pages of that. They're all identical. And then I figure if you have a double page layout, you could just use 2 next to each other, or if you have single page layouts, just use 1. So I think I'm going to start making those for each kit, just to kind of, you can store them with your kit. And they'll always be a digital download. They're not a physical thing that you can get from us. So with that said, so you don't have to write down all the colors of ink that I pull out right now, let's work on, I'm gonna show you what mixed media I pulled that I think matches, and I'm gonna fill out my color palette while I'm doing that. Okay, first up is my little color palette, and it's the little thank you card that comes with your kit, but on the back side it says color swatches. And so I'm going to start with this by writing the name of the kit right here where it says kit, and it's Shoot for the Stars. And then I'm gonna grab my scribbles and splatters stamp set. We have restocked these, so they are available in the store if you don't have one yet. And then I'm gonna grab my largest hexagon to start with. And actually, I'm gonna show you all the colors I chose first that I think coordinate well with this kit, and then we'll work on adding them to the color swatch card. So first I picked Stormy Sky, Blueprint Sketch, Peacock Feathers, Evergreen Bough, Speckled Egg, Spiced Marmalade, Shabby Shutters, Crushed Olive, Fired Brick, Aged Mahogany, and Tattered Rose. Okay, so I think the color that is the very most used in this kit, especially if you look towards the embellishments and this legendary paper pack, is probably Blueprint Sketch. So I'm gonna stamp that in the large hexagon right here. Okay, and after it dries, I'll write, I'm gonna let it dry for a few seconds, and then I'll write the name on it. And I think the next really common color is probably this Evergreen Bough, which is kind of like a turquoise-ish green. Okay, so I've already used those two colors. And next, I think this Crushed Olive yellow color is fairly common throughout this kit and the embellishments. So I'm gonna get my medium-sized hexagon and stamp that color. Okay, and another common color, I have to say, Stormy Sky, I think, like this little bit lighter pale blue. And then after that, I definitely think this Fired Brick color, there's lots of pops of it, but it's just not a lot. Like, it's not overwhelming. So I think I'll put that as one of my tiny hexagons. And finally, maybe this Shabby Shutters color. It's kind of like a greenish yellow. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good representation. It looks like it completely matches this stuff, and it looks really good with everything I've got going on here. So I think that is my little color palette, and I'm just gonna go back in with my pen and write the names of each of these colors right over where I stamped them, so that when I get this out, if I work with this kit in a year, I won't forget what colors they were. So I will be right back after I write all the names. And now I can use this when I'm pulling pictures or solid cardstock or more mixed media when I'm working with my kit this month. So that is the color palette. And then let me show you what Nuvo products I pulled that you might have in your stash. And like I said, most of these inks are available on our website right now. We restocked our inks, and about 4 of these Nuvo colors are available on our website. We have the Dandelion Yellow, the Olive Branch Green, the Navy Blue Crystal Drops, and Red Berry Crystal Drops. And then we have some Stone Drops in Mustard Jar, and Vintage Drops in Emerald Isle. Oh, and Crystal Drops in Simply White. I grabbed some white acrylic paint. You can use any kind of white acrylic paint. I grabbed this Distressed Oxide Spritz in Uncharted Mariner because I thought it looked nice with this. And I grabbed Distressed Oxide Spritz in Black Soot because I also thought that it looked nice with this kit. So that's all the mixed media that I picked that I thought went well with this kit, and that I will keep on my desktop right here in my little organizer all month, so it's right within arm's reach. So let me stack this back up, and I love this little what is it, a little it's supposed to be to hold fingernail polish, but I use it to hold my mixed media for the month. I saw it in many places on many people's Facebook and Instagrams. I think lots of designers use something like this to hold their mixed media. So I thought I'd give it a try, and I really like it, and it keeps it just nice and organized for me. Okay. Next, I guess I should have kept out a couple of those ink pads. I'm gonna grab a couple. And I'm going to grab, this is the Badges stamp set that we had last month as a new stamp set. But this month we have another new stamp set, and it works on its own, and it coordinates with our Badges stamp set. And this stamp set is called Defined, and it has a bunch of definitions on it. I can read them to you, because I know it's hard to see in this video. It has a definition for the word teen: the years of a person's age from 13 to 19. Number 2, a teenager. Number 3, too young for half of the things you want to do and too old for the other half. Then we have legendary. 1, renowned, very well known. 2, remarkable enough to be famous, very well known. 3 is, or this definition says, tradition, the transmission of customs or belief passed down from generation to generation. Strength, the ability to withstand great force or pressure. Joy, feeling of great elation and happiness. And brave, ready to face pain or danger without showing fear. And definition number 2 is courage. And then we have these little phrases and words, and these are the ones that can work in combination with the Badges stamp set. And let me just show you how that works really quick. I'm just gonna get a piece of white scratch paper. Some people last month, especially in our Facebook group, did really amazing things using this Badges stamp set, and I love them so much. I'm so pleased to see how everyone has been using it. But let me show you how these things right here work with this stamp set. So let's say that we have a badge stamp, and I'm just gonna stamp this in black ink for ease of this video. I'm just gonna stamp a few things to show you. So we've got a badge there. I'm gonna stamp a few different banners that can fit. If you watched my process video last month or saw some of the layouts that I made or that other people in the community made, you can see that you can fussy cut the badge stamp and then fussy cut these different banner stamps and place them over the badge stamp to make it look like a layered up dimensional little badge. And now we've got words for them. So let me just stamp these in a few colors. Okay, so I have those in a few colors, and let me add this little thing to the background of this. Isn't very straight and even, guys. I'm going really quick. And this is just gonna be like a few ideas to use with this. There's so many combinations and different ways you can use this that that I can't show you them all. So we've got Teen Life, You Did It, VIP, Fearless, Premium, Epic, Free Spirit, Verified, Official, Good Vibes, and GOAT, Greatest of All Time. So let's do one that says Teen Life. Let me get a smaller stamping block here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it on the banners in black so it's easy to read. So Teen Life. And as you can see, these words fit nicely on all of the banners. And then I'll stamp a few more different phrases. I'm gonna use just the capital words right here to do these phrases. Okay, so I've got those phrases stamped, and then I'm gonna come in here with these smaller words like Premium, Verified, Official, because they, I thought, could look really cool Like if it said, let me put the verified in here. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to stamp all of them because I've only stamped 2 badges, but we'll put, we'll just put the couple that we have. Okay, you can imagine that we can do, like I said, a whole bunch of different combinations. But of course, these are great like standalone. You don't need the badge stamp to use this stamp set either. So I'm gonna go ahead and fussy cut all these out and show you how they'll look if they're all put together and layered up. Okay guys, I'm just showing you these also on white cardstock because it's easy to see and read on camera. Let me pull this paper out so I can show you them on a little contrasting bit of paper. But probably I would actually stamp these on patterned paper before I did it. But basically you've got your little verified there, and I would put like Teen Life verified, or Teen Life premium, or Teen Life official. You could, you know, any of these little words. Fearless, or You Did It with epic on the top, or epic good vibes, or fearless verified. See what I mean? So like when I was designing these, I thought these 5 stamps right here, You Did It, Teen Life, Fearless, Free Spirit, and Good Vibes, they all fit on these little banners. And the VIP, Epic, Official, Premium, Verified, and Goat all fit nicely on the badges. So that's why I designed them in the sizes I designed them. And then of course, they don't need to go on these badges. They could just go on a layout. Along with these definitions, we had a definition stamp years and years ago with different definitions. And a few people had asked if we can do some more, including Erin on our design team. So that's why we decided to do a few more definitions that are very like, they can be used for lots of things. I mean, some of these can even be used for the upcoming holidays, like tradition and joy. But they can be used for any kind of celebrations. And then teen, legendary, strength, brave, all those are, you can use those on lots and lots of layouts. So I'm super excited about this stamp set, and I love that it works in combination with this one if you have this one. If you don't already have the badges stamp set, we do have some still available in the store. And let's see, I think that's about it for the stamp set. So this is the new one for the month of October. It's called Defined, and this one is called Badges. I will link those in the description of this video as well. Okay guys, since this kit is so versatile and the embellishments are so like everyday life or back to school, you know, you can get some back to school pictures in here, scrapbook too. But since there's so many embellishments that have to do with everyday life, it was super easy for me to pick out pictures to coordinate with this kit. I didn't even have to go any further back than this summer, I don't think. So the first set of pictures that I will be using are these. It's my husband and my daughter and my oldest son, and they are saying goodbye to her when we moved her in her apartment. So that's those pictures, but I picked them because the colors looked really great, and she's getting an apartment to go to college, so I can put some kind of school little things on there too, and it will make sense. Okay, the next picture that I'm going to scrapbook is my son when he got his braces off. So that was the before when he still had his braces on, and that was the after. And again, just a cool picture. It can, everyday life, it can be used with any colors because there's so much black in the background. It doesn't really matter what color I scrapbook it on. Next, I've got some pictures of my friends and I doing some shopping, some scrappy shopping. One day we did that, and so there are so many colors in these pictures that I was wondering how I was going to scrapbook them, but thankfully there are so many colors in this kit that it just lends itself right to that. So we're scrappy shopping in those. Next, I have a picture of my kids and I on my youngest son's first day of school. After school, we went and got ice cream. So I could put first day of school in here, or after school, first day of school, or something like that. So I thought that one would be good. Then I've got some pictures of my youngest going school supplies shopping, and the colors are very bright in these as well because school supplies and all the boxes in the store are so bright. And this is definitely going to be a double page layout. So, and I will be able to use some of the back to school embellishments when I do this page. Next, I got a picture of my middle boy. It's just a picture of his cohort at school this year, and their shirts are so bright blue. But if you remember, the alphabet that came in this kit is very bright blue. So I thought between all of the school supply stuff and their bright blue shirts and that alphabet that I can make it look really good with this kit. So I grabbed those. Next, I've got a picture of my daughter at work. And again, there are so many bright blue elements in this. So I just really liked the fact that I had that bright blue alphabet, and then there's reds and yellows and stuff. So I think that it can really match those well. Next, I have pictures of my youngest on his first day of school this past year. And again, that bright blue is showing up in my pants. I think I have a hard time scrapbooking bright blue like this because there's not that many supplies that have that bright blue color in it, but that Legendary line is just awesome. So everything that had that bright blue color I was going for in my stash. And I think this is the 9th picture because I just didn't realize that I already pulled so many. But I have a picture of my youngest, or my middle son, registering at high school for his junior year. He was picking up his ID and whatnot. And again, the colors just are great. And teen boy. So I have 9 sets of pictures that I hope to get to this month. Yeah, and I will make process videos for 8 of these for sure. I probably won't get to all 9 because I start running out of time. I think 8 process videos a month is like my sweet spot of what I can physically do in a month for process videos. So although I pulled out 9 sets of pictures, I probably will only scrapbook 8 of these on camera. And I'll probably end up storing the 9th one with the leftover pieces of my kit and taking it to like a crop or somewhere like that. That's typically what I do with all of my leftover pieces. But if you're interested in what I do with my leftover kit pieces, you should watch my wrap-up videos. I make a wrap-up video at the end of each month, and I tell you like exactly what my plans are with the pieces that are left of each month's kit. Okay guys, next I'm going to show you what I am using supply-wise for the Hearts and Flowers virtual class for the month of October. As many of you asked to see the supplies that I use, I of course go over all these supplies in a lot more detail at the beginning of the Hearts and Flowers virtual class. Every month we have a new virtual class that is a little bit more feminine layouts. This month I believe there are 4 single page and 2 double page layouts. The details are all in the description of the class on the website. But let me just show you what I'm working with because I know a lot of people like to see that. So this month I'm working with this Spooky Things sticker sheet from Simple Stories, a piece of purple cardstock, this Spooky Things 4x6 elements, this sheet of paper from Paige Evans Happy Haven. I realize it's not Halloween, but I think it looks really nice with the way that I designed this class. I'm working with this piece from Blooming Wild from Paige Evans, which again is also not Halloween, as you could tell on the back, but I really like the way the pinks and the purples and the teals are in there. And then this sheet from Spooky Things as well. And then I am using Paige Evans Halloween ephemera from last year, but this is still available at places online. It's just the Tricks and Treats ephemera pack. And then I'm using half of this little embroidery kit by Paige Evans from last Halloween. I used 4 in my layouts, and I'm using the other 4 in the Hearts and Flowers video, instructional video. So that's like what I used. If if you purchase that class, you do not have to use the same supplies I used. You can use any type of similar supplies out of your stash. Like you could use any sticker sheet and any piece of cardstock that matched maybe 4x6 cut aparts. You know, I'll go over it in a lot of detail in the class, but you don't have to have these exact supplies. The idea is to work from your stash and what you have to get some inspiration for more feminine looking layouts than what I normally make here at Not Just for Boys. So that is always an option. And let me just show you the first layout for a little sneak peek that I made on that class, and it's this one right here. So I used some stamps and all kinds of things. So that is the Hearts and Flowers this month, which is called Sugar, Spice, and Spooky Nights. So that's the Hearts and Flowers class this month, Sugar, Spice, and Spooky Nights. Okay, guys, I think that about wraps it up for my unboxing video. Thank you so much, and I will see you on October 2nd here on YouTube with my first process video using our Shoot for the Stars Limitless and Essentials kits. Okay, bye.